name is Mekel Rogers, and I am the composer of Destiny Fanfare. And this is a favorite piece of mine. I really enjoyed writing this one. It's a little special for me because it's a commission from my home county, Union County, North Carolina. And it was a privilege to write it, and everybody seemed to like it, and it's really taken off as far as performances go. And so I wanted to give a couple of tips on the best way to perform this piece, okay? The whole atmosphere of the fanfare needs to be obviously bright, heroic, and real majestic sounding, I guess is a good word for it. If you notice at the very beginning, you've got this interplay between the flutes and the clarinets and the alto saxophones, where we have quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth in some of the instruments, and then eighth, eighth, quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter in the other instruments. And the idea behind that is so that we can get this da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da kind of a sound. So the best way to rehearse that is just to do each one separately and then put it together, okay? That way each section knows what the other section is doing, okay? So that will help a little bit there. When we get to the third measure, really big sound from the trumpet, French horn, and trombone, okay? During that bum, 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 okay? Bring that out, okay, because that's the first, like, you know, triumphant call right there for the brass. When we get to measure 14, excuse me, we've got the main melody going on here. Dee da da da, dee da 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 da. Okay, it needs to be slightly lyrical. It's not quite bum 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 bum. Okay, not too marchy. It wants to be a little bit more of a flowing type of lyricism, not slurred necessarily, but maybe just a little bit more of a connection than like a marcato style, okay, in order to just make it more lyrical and melodic sounding, okay? And then, of course, while that's going on, you've got all of your bass instruments, bum, 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 okay, bringing out those staccato eighth notes right there. That will help balance out the lyrical melody, all right? There's a countermelody in the flutes, oboe, and first clarinet in measure 22. It's also in the bells. So you want to bring that out as well, since that's the new thing that's going on there at 22. When we get to measure 31, okay, we are going to have a change of style and a change of tempo. So we're going to get down to mezzo piano there, and then the second melody is in the clarinets here, and then it's answered in the trumpets. So at 31, really, really nice and smooth. This is really lyrical and really smooth. Dee da 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 in the clarinet right there. And then the flutes are going to answer that, of course. And you want to make sure that when the snare drum comes in and the rest of the percussion come in measure 37, that it's not too loud. That one's mezzo piano. It needs to be kind of just off in the distance, okay? Okay? So just make sure it's very easy to overplay that, and you don't want to do that. You want to stay underneath everything else that's going on there, okay? The little dee-da-da-da-da-da-da that's at the beginning comes back at measure 43. Okay, so you want to play that in a real similar way. The only difference is this is more mezzo forte here. So and then you build it up to forte. Now at 47, your bass instruments are going to get that melody, bum, 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 and you want to make sure that the rest of the band doesn't cover that up. It's very easy to do because the rest of the band at 47 has a forte marking. But bop bop rest rest bop bop rest rest beat up bop bop bum is not really what we need to hear at that point. So take forte with a grain of salt there. Make sure that you stay underneath what the rest of the ensemble is doing, because the main idea is in the basses right there. And measure 51, we're going to go back to the lyrical style for a couple of measures. Dee da 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 da. Okay, bring that out a little bit more. And stretch it out a little bit more legato. Some notes are slurred, but again, make it more smooth and connected. And as we crescendo up into 55, this is going to be real similar to the beginning. Okay, we're up to forte again, and we've got the dee da ba da 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 dum with the bum 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 in the brass. So we want to play that in the same style as what we have in the beginning. Okay, the notes are slightly different, but the the mood should be the same, okay? And in the last 4 measures, you want to make sure that you bring out these dissonant pitches here. I just loved writing these last 4 measures. It was a lot of fun to say what kind of, really dissonant sound and unexpected harmonic that I can put in here, okay? And so that's why you have all these accidentals 3 measures from the end. That it's not hard, it's just different, and it makes it sound really, really ooh. So bring that out, okay? Make sure the trill doesn't cover that, the trill that's in the woodwinds. Bum, 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 okay? So that resolution hits 2 measures from the end, and then on the last note, a nice accented note, but short enough that it doesn't sound too long, but also long enough that it's actually a chord instead of a, okay? So, bum, a little bit of resonance there, okay? And that's Destiny Fanfare. It's a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed writing it, and I enjoyed working with the honor band that I premiered it with. And so I hope you enjoy it as well. And I look forward to hearing your performances, and I look forward to you checking out other pieces of mine. If you want to, you can go to mekelrogers.com, and you can check out all of my pieces that are published and listen to recordings. And if you've got any questions, you can always email me through the website right there. Okay? So thanks a lot. This has been Mekel Rogers, and I hope you guys have a great performance.